take this picture and turn it into a patch. Go to pexels.com. I found this elk that I really like. In Photoshop, we want to open up a really big file, 20 by 20, 500 ppi. Drag and drop our elk. You can try this remove background, but doesn't do a very good job. You zoom in here, this looks like absolute trash. So we don't want to use that. This is where everybody groans, but this is what we want to do. Hit P on your keyboard. We're going to use the pen tool, but we're going to make a nice smooth selection. And I do want to zoom in here. We're going to be zooming in and out today. And then we can hold Option to make that a corner like that. Hold Option, make that a corner. And we're just going to come around here like that and try to make the least number of points as possible. Okay, now that the elk is selected, the next thing we need to do is go File, Export, Export Paths to Illustrator. And that makes it an Illustrator document. Make selection up here at the top. For this, we just want 0. Hit OK. And that's going to create a selection around here. If you have the updated version, it's going to have this mask button right here. So it's going to be a rectangle with a circle out of it. That's our mask button. Click that. Come on over here to Adjustments. Go to black and white and then hide that panel. We're going to do another adjustment layer here. That's going to be this tone curve one. And we're going to bring down our darks, bring up our lights a little bit, something like that. What we want here is 2 colors, just black and just white. So everything that's black is going to be engraved. Everything that's white is not going to be engraved. Finally, we're going to get to this one. Grab these sliders and start sliding them over. And we're watching our image here and we're watching where our highlights. You know, if we go too far this way, we lose all of our details. If we go this far, it's too black. Right, so we're gonna end up here in the middle, and this is just to taste. So you're just gonna have to do this however it feels right to you. So we're gonna make another adjustment layer, and we're just gonna watch this area right here, and we're going to adjust that until it's kind of right where we want. Like, we need to go into our layer mask here. We're gonna hit Command I to invert. That blacks out that layer mask. Then we're gonna come in here, B for brush, and we're just gonna brush that back in right here, right where we want it. And then these had a little bit too much detail for me right here in the antlers. That looks perfect. Make sure your top layer is selected. Hit Shift, Option, Command E, and that's gonna create a new layer that smushes all of these other layers together. Export as PNG and drop it into Illustrator, and we'll give that path a stroke so we can see it really easily. And these two should just line up. So they will align perfectly. Image trace this. After some adjusting, it's really close to what we came out with Photoshop. Change this from just a path to a fill. So I always fill that in with this light tan color and then send that to the back, Shift Command left bracket. And then I want to take everything except for that, and I want to make that dark brown color because I think that looks sort of like our engraving. You can see this is starting to look like a patch now. We want to select that, and we're going to go to Object, Path, Offset Path. This Offset Path window pops up. I like to do something fairly thick, and that looks nice to me. Now this is the final size of our patch. We're approximately 2 1/4 high and about 2 3/4 inches wide, and that's going to fit perfectly on our cap. So there's 3 patches you can make with the same graphic. Okay, that's how we take this picture and make it into a patch.